When John Holmes called to ask me to be a part of this historical series, my mind was immediately flooded with memories of all of the struggles and the celebrations that we shared together over a period of 15 years. But above all those memories, I kept hearing the voice of Dr. Gordon Rogers, who was head of the search committee at that time. And when Gordon called to tell me that God and the vestry and search committee had selected me as their new pastor and priest, Gordon said to me simply, "The Church of the Advent is a sleeping giant waiting to be waked up." Gordon was quite a prophet, a seer almost with that, because when I came, I knew that it would be best to listen for almost 2 years, and I did. And during that period of time, we began to grow, more children, more families. The ACC began to flourish under the leadership of Kathy Borowski. And it was a time of great strain because we were outgrowing the current facilities, and some of them knew that we needed to be upgraded. They just had to be fixed up to serve our present needs. So we began something called Project Epiphany, and it was about a 9-month time of reflection and prayer and discussion throughout the whole parish, in which we tried to get a vision not only what we needed in the present, but what we were going to need as we went into our future together. So I called in a consultant, and he came in here and he said, "Clay, one of the first things you've got to know is that an old downtown parish that only has street parking is a dying downtown parish," and that alarmed a lot of us. And so we knew we had to expand our grounds as well as upgrade our buildings. So we bought eventually this entire block. And it's hard to imagine now the shape that this property was in. There was a lovely old house that was a law office right up here and behind the bank. The rest of this was a jungle, a literal jungle. Old ramshackle house and scraggly trees and catbriers and honeysuckle and poison ivy, and even had a cane break in the middle of the lot down here. And it was an eyesore, but it also was something that could provide what we were beginning to envision. So we set about on a capital funds campaign, and after we had a consultant coming in to tell us we would need about $10 million to make that dream come true, we started a cornerstone campaign, which John Holmes and Walter Bryce headed up for us. And this parish, as it characteristically does, responded to the need, and we bought all of this property, and now we have all of this parking out here and this lovely parish life center that all of us enjoy so much. So we upgraded the other buildings around us, and now we have something that can meet the current needs of this congregation. But we built on the shoulders of giants, pillars before us, and I hope now that this parish will be strong shoulders of support for the future of what God calls this place to be. Thank you for letting me be a part of this.